I'm Denise Lambert, and I hope that all the board members received my email with my 6-page analysis of the FCMAT transportation report, which included links to support my concerns. Ms. Mayo, thank you for responding. And if you didn't get it, I have hard copies, so let me know. I requested information regarding the comparable districts used in the report and was told by Carolyn Patton that all the information is on the FCMAT website. I looked at 3 recent studies for transportation on the report for lack of information of which districts were actually used, and this information was not sufficient. But thank you, Mr. Rowland, for verifying that it was, and Ms. Patton for verifying that it was Poway and Vacaville, both of which I actually looked at and provided the board with supporting documentation of the information I received from the websites. And neither one of those, Poway is the closest in comparison to our district. However, it is in a community that is, as the website states, because I didn't want to go through all the SARCs of each school. That's the only way I could get the information about the demographics. It is in a district of upper middle class. So as we talk about students getting to their bus stops, etc., most parents will probably say, if I have to drive a student to a bus point, I might as well drive them to school. That is not applicable for all our students. We're looking at disenfranchised students, the NCLB students that we've already put on another campus. So my concerns are, really, whose responsibility is this? My concerns is that those students that do not have transportation, and we're talking special needs students that might be able to get to a stop and stay at a stop, but don't have transportation to that stop because of their economic situation, all those things will need to be considered in the IEP. I hope that the board looks at this. I hope there's further studies. There's beautiful studies on our solar. I'd like to see that on our transportation. I'd like to see those figures up on the board and how this is actually going to save us money. Remember that every decision that you make affects the future of all our students. This is not a company producing widgets. If morale is down, it's going to directly affect all the children and the families in our community. If you have a kid that's having problems with transportation, they're going to get to school, and it's going to affect everybody. So collaboration, not concealment, is necessary for us to move forward and create the changes needed to get through this budgetary crisis. I ask the board to continue to provide the checks and balances that your community expects. Thank you.